Hey everyone, we're here, Bangin Beers podcast. So if you watched last week's episode, we do apologize. We had some issues transferring the files over, and we lost all the video.
All of it? I thought it was only some of it.
Well, some of it, but I mean, I couldn't
salvage
the rest, so we just put the audio only with an image.
Boo.
Yeah, so we have video of us this week, and we have a new cast member. Andy's going to be joining the party here.
Hey guys.
So if you Andy's obviously a good friend of mine and the show, and he's also a very, very smart beer guy. So I think he'd be fun to have on.
Something like that.
And we actually talked a little bit last week on the show about when Andy and I went, and Tyler and my brother all went to the Crowbot show, and then we went to Beer Wall, and then Springhouse. Yeah. So it was a good time. Since then, have you guys had anything that you've tried that you were excited about?
Not really. I didn't have anything worthwhile. Let me just think. I only had the last bit of my Muna Vega from the J. Wakefield and Equilibrium collab.
Nice.
I was still drinking pretty good. And then I forget what was the other one was, but I was like, about time.
Yeah.
For the new year, you know what I mean?
I had a pineapple cherry beer from Snitz Creek at Hot Rod Bar and Grill in Cressona, and it tasted like now everyone has a different name for it. They call it like heaven pie or something, but it's just pineapple cherry with whipped cream, with like a ambrosia or something. What are they
Ambrosia?
Called? Ambrosia.
There you go.
It tasted like ambrosia in a beer. It was really, really good, and it had like a sour taste to it. I enjoyed it. I think Snitz Creek makes really good flavored beers, like the fruit beers. Like I still think their blueberry is still one of the best I've had so far when it comes to like that style. How about you?
I had some beer from like Sly Fox, which is like not super impressive to me. But the cool thing about the Sly Fox cans is they have those ones where the whole top of it pops off.
Oh, okay.
Which I dig.
So it's like a can.
It's like a Mickey's Big Mouth in a can or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You just kind of like finagle it, and the whole top comes off. Yeah,
so it like opens up. It's like
basically
a blast.
Yeah. I dig that. I like that.
They're 360 IPAs.
And it's funny because like I saw someone on Kickstarter has this device now. Like, all right, I'm gonna. So I tried doing that with a can opener. You know, like cutting the top off. It's a little tricky. It works, but
8 stitches later.
Yeah, you know,
8 stitches.
It's kind of weird because like you can't really hold it because it's like I wouldn't recommend it.
Did you ever watch the video of the guy where he's watching somebody open a can, and they open it from the top, not the side? It's like the black dude with a cigarette in his mouth, and he goes, "If that can open, someone's dying today." Like he's commentating and being, it's super funny.
No, but
he's like, who is that? Is that a white person or a Mexican opening that can? I'm gonna walk around and ask all my white friends if they open a can like that. I'm gonna push them right in the ground.
I have not seen that.
He's like, this whole time I've been opening cans the wrong way.
But I did see on Kickstarter, there's like this thing that you stick on the top of the can and you like go like this around with it, and it pops the whole top off like that Sly Fox thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does it make it? Is it super jagged though? So when you're drinking, you're cutting your mouth.
No, no.
I think I saw the same thing there too. Yeah.
I think it's like $25 or something for it.
I would just open it and put it in a glass.
Well, look, you know, I mean, for the beer guy who needs everything,
that is true,
or who wants everything, it's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm still fighting through a slim quarter of that Hershey's beer.
Yeah.
It's wearing a little thin at this point for me. I'm an IPA drinker, so for me, like,
a porter's tough.
It's
it happens.
Not tough, but it's
a lot.
You know, I'll be happy when I switch it out to something else. I'm not saying it's bad because it's okay.
Yeah,
it's just overstated.
But welcome. It's just like I've had enough of it so far. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's about it. Man.
I got sick of it real quick. Like I liked it. Like it's decent. It's good for like a beer here or there. But like I got sick of it real quick.
I still drink it, and I'm like, you know, but I don't know.
I went hard for a couple weeks, and I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah,
I got my fix.
It's cool. I mean, it did really well for him. Like I said, we know it's coming back. It's going to be here next year again. But for me, I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm. What have you had lately?
My brother gave me a mix of random stuff for Christmas. So my favorite was a Mooey from Bond Place. It's just an English bitter.
Okay.
It's freaking awesome. I love my IPAs and all that stuff, but I'm kind of IPA'd out. I'm just like a little something different, and it's like a really nice English bitter, almost like verge of a lager, and it was just real nice and crisp. Then he gave me a few IPAs from Surly Brewing Company. There's Furious, and they all look like energy drinks.
No, I've had those.
Yeah, they're all pretty solid.
Like what?
They all look like energy drinks.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're
It's
decent.
like Axeman.
Yeah.
And what with Furious.
Yeah. I've had all those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty solid though. I really like them.
I think they're decent too.
Yeah.
And I had one on tap. It was really good too. It was even better than in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the Pompeii too. Was another one from them, and they're really good. Or, no, that was Goliath. That was Goliath.
Toppling
I'm sorry, that was
Goliath,
Goliath. That was Goliath. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good from Toppling.
Yeah, that
Goliath.
was really
That's
good,
That's
too.
a solid one.
So
because they were like mixed together and like they're all red cans.
Right on.
So if you guys like what you hear, obviously you can always check the links below. All the breweries are going to be drinking today will be there, their Facebook and their websites. You can follow us all on Untapped. The only, I guess, pretty much if you've been following along, we're all on there. The only one I haven't really said because he hasn't been here is Andy. Let me find you real quick here, Andy.
I think I'm O'Hare 66.
A hair.
I don't know if I have you.
A hair.
AJ hair.
AJ hair, is that what it is?
AJ hair.
I always forget.
I do not have him.
AJ hair 66, just AJ hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
AJ hair.
I do have a Banging Beers group that I will add to you.
Cool.
I'll put you in our group.
I've been lazy about it lately. I have a bunch of beers I gotta go check in. Did you ever have a bunch of beers you need to check in and you forgot about it? So you did 13 in a row and it gives you a carb to slow down.
yeah. We were talking about that at the when we were out. That I think.
Oh yeah, we were.
It's like, hey man, you're drinking a lot. You're consuming way too many beers at one time.
It's like, here's the number for Uber.
Yeah, right.
Lyft.
I think that was one of the suggestions for
Yeah.
you to not drink and drive, and I was like, I'm just lazy.
But yeah, so we're gonna do three from Troegs, 2 from Connecticut Valley, and then we have 1 from Ithaca.
Icarus.
I
think it's a collab actually.
Yeah,
It
it's a
certainly is.
sweet James Bond can.
Last Wave Brewing Company.
There we go. Both from Jersey, I'm pretty sure. I know Icarus is from Jersey.
Not to be confused with Kid Icarus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also in the links below, you can check out our merch store. You can grab some cool Bangin' Beers t-shirts and other cool shit that's there. Help us grow and support us and tell your friends. And yeah, that'll be fun. But anyway, we have our first beer here poured. This actually came from our buddy Ben. This is actually the other 2 were brought by our Ben, and then it was donated by another Ben. So we just decided to put them all together and give Troegs some love and do 3 bottles from Troegs tonight.
I found
first one,
him, by the way.
Ben Jacobs. Yep.
There you go.
So first one's gonna be the Master of Pumpkin. So
Master.
I guess it was aged once.
I did see that Metallica beer, actually. There was a...
Ender Night Pilsner.
Yeah, I seen that,
I think we had that.
We had that
when we were here, didn't we?
on the with the band. Yeah.
It's all right.
So pumpkin
like
beer.
Iron
Has
Maiden.
anyone tried it yet? The Iron Maiden beers are not that good.
It's, like I said, if it didn't say Iron Maiden,
I've had it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the pumpkin beers I actually like.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it's a good balance of not too just hey, we just throw a bunch
it's
of
definitely
pumpkin
pumpkin-y.
spice in there. And they actually brew it with pumpkin too. It's not just the spice.
I actually just got a text from Hot Rod right now, and they said Blueberry from Snitz is on tap right now.
This is
dang.
good. I like it for pumpkin,
Yeah, I forget how many pounds of pumpkin they actually use in it, but it's like, oh, here we go. We roast 3,000 pounds of local PA pumpkins.
PA baby.
So instead of just chucking a bunch of pumpkin spice into a lager or something, it's
I'm normally not a pumpkin flavored fan of stuff. I do enjoy this. This is something I would have again. Yeah,
I'm kind of the same way. I think it's played out. I hate pumpkin spice coffee, all that. It's just
I just don't like coffee at all.
Well, I know that, but it's just too much, and I don't know. Usually, it's way overpowering.
That's
Just
delicious.
a hint is okay, but this is a good balance.
You ever have Pizza Boy's pumpkin the pumpkin one?
No.
It's
Does
like
it
the
taste-
pumpkin legendary. It's similar to the spice, but they don't make it it's sweet for me. It might be too sweet for people that don't care for the sweetness with it, but that's a pretty good one, good entry, because I always like that gimmick of the pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
So
Like I said
totally
earlier,
up to you on that.
the
No.
Stegmeyer pumpkin ale is one of for how cheap it is, it's super solid.
Now, I know pumpkin is probably one of the most people look forward to that the most when it comes to like time of the year beers. Like they like the Halloween, pumpkin, Oktoberfest type stuff. Is that high on your guys' list, or is there a time of the year that you look forward to more?
I was all about pumpkin like a few years back, and then I like OD'd on it. So
I like the winter beers. I don't know. I'm a fan of the winter beers. One of my favorite beers I've had that was big was when Flying Dog did the Christmas cookie beers. I really like those. They were awesome.
yeah, I didn't have those.
They were really fun.
I like this because it tastes like pumpkin. Like if I have a pumpkin beer and it says pumpkin, it better taste like pumpkin.
Yeah.
You know, or
I mean,
like,
obviously this has been sitting for a little bit. I think he bought a case of it and sat, but I mean, it aged really well. It's not obviously a super fresh bottle, but
yeah,
it's still good.
Well, that's what these like styles are good for. Like you can honestly probably let this sit for a year and it might be even better.
tastes good to me.
I know people buy the extreme. What are they called? Not the extreme elf, but not the Mad Elf, but the
Wild Elf,
the
Naked
Wild Elf. The wild. Is it wild or
There's
naked?
wild, naked.
Naked ones will get you naked.
I still have a bottle left over.
Got any of
You
that?
drink too many naked elves, and then you're in for a night. Been there one time. Been there one. Wild elf is tough for me to drink now because of that one night. It's like, whew.
I still have a bottle of Grand Cru from 2017 too.
Yeah,
Still
that's the
refrigerated.
reserve stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do we give it? What would you guys give this on Untapped?
I mean, for me, like, I'm punkined out, but
Yeah.
it's good. So, like, a 3, you know?
I'd probably give it the same. You know what I mean? Just
I'm pretty sure I gave it a 3.5 because it's a pumpkin beer I don't hate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's drinkable and
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Like I bought a 4-pack when they came out. And
fair enough. Yeah.
Pretty
Do you,
solid.
do you like, what's the King Pumpkin one? Or Pumpkin?
Oh, pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
pumpkin. I had that.
That's
at,
a big one, you know?
I had Pumpkin King.
Is
at-
it Southern Tier?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Southern. That's
Strikers
a good one.
had
I
it.
like that.
Strikers had Pumpkin King, and it's expensive.
There was one with coffee.
Yeah, I
too,
like the cold brew coffee one. And there's was Warlock a different one?
Warlock's
Warlock
a
is,
different
is the
one, but
Blackwater
it's from them
series.
as
That's
well,
right,
yeah.
that's
I like that one. I think I like that one better than the actual Pumpkin
Yeah.
because it's a stout or porter. I think.
Chatty Monks down in Reading has a Jack the Ripper pumpkin porter.
Oh,
Is super solid. Actually, another pumpkin beer I actually like.
I prefer the porter over the stout just because the stout, obviously they roast it a little longer, and that's where I get that taste
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. But so if I hear porter, I'm like, oh, I'll try it because I know it's not going to be overbearing.
Right.
I gave that a 3.75 just because I'm not a pumpkin fan at all, and for me to enjoy it, I gave it a little more bonus points. But yeah,
I still think the Lancaster baked pumpkin pie is like more of a hit for me.
yeah. Now
Their
when,
pumpkin roll one's pretty decent too.
Yeah.
when it comes to Troegs, is there a Troegs that is your favorite?
Yes.
Which one?
Nimble Giant.
Nimble, yeah, I love Nimble Giant. There's another one too. Was it First Cut or what's the
Fresh cut, I think.
No
or,
way.
or something.
I thought it was First Cut. It like there's Nimble Giant and there's another one that comes around the same time, but they're only sold for a little bit.
the one with the cat on it or whatever.
All the golden.
No,
things.
I didn't like. That's my
Yeah.
least favorite one. The golden
there's
things.
Fresh. Is it Fresh Cut?
Yeah. What was the
think it's fresh.
what was the
I think
IPA
it's
we
like
had the
single cut, I
day?
think.
What was the IPA we had that one day when we were there? It was only on tap.
That might have been a scratch. First Cut.
First Cut, yeah.
Did I get it right?
No, you said
I said
single.
I said First Cut.
First Cut. All
I
right.
said First Cut.
Yeah. I don't know what that one was. I remember that.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
That's the thing I hate about Troegs. Like they'll have their you'll go down and have some kind of amazing scratch and you love it, but then they never have it again.
Yeah. When we were there, they had something on tap, and it was like, because we were joking around, like, oh, because for some reason, I don't know why, I'm a big fan of Galaxy hops. Like, you taste that in a beer, and you're like, oh, that's fucking good. And I was like, man, imagine if Troegs made like a Galaxy hop beer. The girl's like, we actually have one on tap in the gift shop. And I don't even think it had a name. It was like Scratch Galaxy, like it was like a scratch beer, and it was like it's just an IPA made by Troegs with Galaxy hops. And it was
Straight up, yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Nice.
It was really good.
Yeah, speaking of, I know we have Connecticut Valley coming up, but they have one called Fueled by Galaxy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of my favorite IPAs I've ever had on this show was by Connecticut Valley. And then we got it at the cake stand in Monte City.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I would say Troegs wise, I mean, I like all the IPAs. I'm a big IPA guy. Probably the Nimble Giant or Nugget Nectar are my two favorites.
Nugget Nectar. My only problem. Nugget Nectar. I feel like tastes different every year. Like it's not
Possible.
consistent. Like
Yeah.
it used to be amazing. Then there was like a year or two, like a few years ago, that was like, something's missing. And then last year, I'm like, hey, all right, it's back. So hopefully this year will be a similar thing. But did you any guys have the double blizzard?
No, I wanted to.
Oh, yeah, we were
The place
trying to
I
get it
was
so
trying-
bad.
Phenomenal.
Only
Which-
had they only got a case in, and I missed it.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine gave me a 4-pack of it, and it
Oh,
didn't
you're
last
lucky.
long.
Yeah,
We were trying to snag that so bad we never got a
Oh,
chance.
I'm sorry. If I knew, I would have hooked it up.
Yeah, right.
But no, it was like
Blizzard Hops is on tap.
a lot of people don't like the Blizzard of hops for some reason.
like
I
it.
actually like it. I think it's a good winter
Yeah.
IPA. But the double Blizzard was, holy crap, it was awesome.
You know whose winter beer I did not like? I tried. I think I had it before, and I don't remember how I thought of it, but I had it again this year. Sam Adams Winter Lager. Oh, not a fan.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah,
Not a fan.
It's got like a cinnamony.
Yeah, I like it. I like it
meggy-
too.
You know what else is good? That Cold Snap from
Yeah.
is good too.
I like
Snap
their
on.
holiday pack.
Yeah.
Like the old Fezziwig ale.
And I'm not a big Sam
Oh,
Adams
yeah.
fan, but man, that Winter Lager is like really good for me. And
Yeah, I
Cold
don't like
Snap was really good too.
I like their what was it? The Porch Rocker, the summer beer.
Yeah, that one. It's like a shandy.
Yeah. Me and Fulton had the 14 of those on his balcony one year.
I don't know. Like for me with Sam Adams, like I think I had like a Noble Hops one that was pretty good. It's like described it right off the bat, and then had Cold Snap. But then after that, once you have one Sam Adams, like
Their
from the
sour
regular
wasn't
line,
bad.
I think you had all of them pretty much because it's still. I guess it's because of the same base and all.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Their sour wasn't bad at all. The sour they made. Did you try it? It was like Cosmic Sour or something.
You know, when I see Sam Adams, I'm just like, it's Sam Adams.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's kind of
kinda
where I
like,
roll too.
You know,
They're good for like me recently. Like if they have if I want like a variety of something and I just want like a mixed 12 or something, they're
Yeah.
usually good for because their seasonal packs are usually pretty decent.
The Flying Dog has been like that, especially in our area because they're from Maryland. You could find their variety packs very common now, and like Raging Bitch has been out everywhere. But like certain other ones are just are hard to find. Like I like the Blood Orange one. That's probably my favorite.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah. So we're here at Mortal Cherry. This is brewed with good old cherries from I guess Pennsylvania. So they should make a huckleberry beer, like where they just go up in the woods and just pick huckleberries.
wow, it smells like wine or
It
something.
does.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like fucking mead. It's almost like a mead.
Yeah, I like these.
I think it's gonna taste like Manischewitz or something. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. I'm gearing myself up for it.
I feel like this is what people want, like Game of Thrones drink.
Like, it's a little more tart than a Manischewitz.
It does have that quality
Yeah.
to it, though. It is very tart.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
very like
Like a
it's
medicine
like a
taste.
lambic.
I want to say medicine, but it's very tart.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I dig it.
Yeah, I actually like it better than the pumpkin.
The
Yeah, 'cause I think-
the initial hit I took, I did not like at all, but it's sitting better with me.
Is this one wild for a minute?
I think that's
Some
a
of these are
wild
wild
ale.
ferments.
I think that's a wild ale.
Yeah, it is. So they actually just basically let it sit out and let nature do its thing.
Hey.
That's what it tastes like happened.
No, I really like this one. Like these, I struggle with these the barrel aged stuff from Troegs because of how much they cost.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Like $13 like a bottle. Like I'll get them every now and then, but it's like
I bought one at a bar locally one time by accident. I thought I got a Mad Elf and I got like the Twisted Elf, and they're like, "That's $17," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm in Woody's. Like, how is this a $17 bill?" And they're like, "Gotcha," and they're like,
yeah, already open.
"I was like, all right."
Like when they first came out, it made sense, but now they'll have ones like they'll sit there for a year on the shelf, and it's like they're readily available. They're not rare or anything. So
Yeah.
come on, guys, or like at least give us like a 16-ounce bottle.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look at the percentage of that.
6.6.
6?
I think that Masters of Pumpkin was like a
6.6.
7.5.
6.6 for this one, and Pumpkin was 7.5. Yeah. What do we think? What are we giving it?
I mean, I wouldn't drink either one of those, like,
I don't think I'd come back to the Mortal Cherry.
you know, but
That's a little too tart for me.
I actually really like this one. I've been really into sour. Like I usually don't like the Belgian-y style ones, or the wild ales, because there's just something about it's probably the yeast. But I don't know, they've been growing on me. I'll give a 3.75 on this one. I'm gonna know. Actually, I should give it a 3 for the price.
3 for the price. Still,
no, I'd probably like 3.75.
3.75. Ben,
Are
you wearing an Abomination shirt here? What do you got going on there?
He does have an Abomination shirt on.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I like it, Ben.
And no one asked me what my favorite Troegs beer was, and I'm salty about it.
Oh, Ben,
now.
what's your favorite Troegs beer?
Thank you, Tony. When I really got into the craft, I really liked...
Awesome story. But anyway, no joke.
Hit that button.
No. Later, nerd.
Go ahead.
Flying Mouflon.
Oh,
the barley wine.
You bought a bottle that we were there that day.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
100% did. You bought a bottle of the...
I don't remember
because you were
having it.
making a huge deal. The day we did the podcast there, you were like, I'm buying this bottle.
Yeah, I probably drank it.
Yeah, 100% drank it. But you bought a bottle that day.
I think we might have had it on the show, maybe.
We might have. Actually, we did.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
So the cool thing, one of the things that we try to do too is if you've been to the brew, we could talk a little bit about it. Troegs,
Never been there.
you never been
Really?
to Troegs?
No.
I obviously I was there once. We tried to do a podcast there with the old mics we had, and it sounded terrible, and none of it was usable. So Troegs, if you ever want to have us back, we have cooler shit now. Yeah, it was.
You
bad.
heard humming, you heard every freaking thing.
I
It
actually
was probably
blew,
loud.
I actually blew my eardrum out trying to process the interview because I was trying so hard to get I was trying to noise reduction.
Yeah.
You got to
And
go
then-
down on a weeknight if you want to do something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we use these mics, these would work because I can just turn everything down and just get right on top of it. But because the style mic we had was a cardio mic, so it sucked in everything. So we're talking into the mics, and they were on a stand, so they were like the old stool, how we used to just talk down into it. And the table next to us, we heard their whole conversation. I was like, I can't use this because I'm literally someone can listen to that family's entire spiel and where their
Right.
daughters go to school, and I was like, I can't use this. I can't use it. It just picked up too much.
Yeah, live and learn.
Yeah, that definitely. I was bummed because I really was that would have been our first brewery episode, and it just didn't work for us. But
Leap too soon.
yeah, but it was really cool, man. I would love to do it again. But yeah, you bought it that day. I bought a shirt. I think I bought a Nimble Giant shirt that day.
That's good
A
shit.
Troegs
Yeah.
I
Nimble
like
Giant
Nimble
shirt.
Giant.
Because I did
I look
get
forward to
the
that every year.
I did
Me
get
too.
the Mortal Cherry, the Apricot Farmette. Well, yeah, I got quite a bit.
I bought the peach one,
Yeah, you did.
Freaky Peach.
Freaky Peach.
Yeah, that one, I really like that one.
Yeah. And so that brewery, we went for a breakfast brunch. As soon as as soon as the doors opened, there was a line out in
We were
parking
the
lot.
first at least the first 5 or 10.
Yeah, but I mean it.
But it was
doors open at 8. There's a line at 7:30.
that was fucking nutty.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, that's crazy. That's that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Popular.
On the weekends and holidays, it is a madhouse.
Yeah. Food was good. Everything on tap was awesome. The service is amazing. So if you don't want to sit up at the bar, someone will walk around and make sure you are completely taken care of. They're super cool. Their service is amazing. Gift shop's really easy to get to. They have a walk tour that you can do, but if they're not doing the main tour, so you can kind of do your own tour on your own leisure, and they have some stuff there that you can read in the history of the brewery.
It's like a brewery tour.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's but it's your own pace one.
Yeah, you
And
can
then
take
they
a
have-
guided one, or you can just walk around and check everything out.
Yeah. The guided one takes you a little further back into the brewery, which obviously you have to go with somebody, but there's enough information there that you can kind of do your own thing. It is dog friendly outside. There is a little outdoor patio. You can bring pets. They have water bowls out there for your dogs and stuff. So that's really cool. That's a plus if you're a doggo owner. They are pet friendly. Kids were there when we were there, so you can bring children. It's not a brewery that does not allow children there. I'm just trying to think of anything else.
They have a fire pit too in the summer.
Yeah.
That's nice out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have the whole beer garden area is pretty cool.
and it's super easy to get to. It's right off the interstate.
And after the walk around tour, they actually have a tasting room that's all blocked off.
That's what we were trying to go in there and record out of, but they're like, we can't because we're bringing tours in there. That would have worked out perfect because it was a closed door. So what are you guys giving this one?
I'm giving it a 3.5. It's pretty funky.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
Wow.
That's middle, right? It's an average beer.
It's a little less than
If you want to be technical.
Yeah.
For me,
I
it's,
feel like middle ground is 3 in a 5
that's
scale.
above average, man.
So I thought 2.5. 2.5.
2.5's right in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 5-point scale. Do the math. It's 3-2 for me. It's slightly better.
We're
than
not
the
here to
pumpkin.
do math, damn it. We're here to drink beer and rate it and fucking
This
enjoy
isn't
it.
like a Atari Jaguar commercial where we do the math.
No, we can do like Barstool pizza reviews. Like one swig, everyone knows the rule.
Yeah, once we get knows the rules, yeah, we'll get sued.
I mean, it's slightly better than the pumpkin, but still for me, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, it's cool, but you know,
Like I like it as an occasional. Like I really
Right,
like
yeah.
it, but I
That's-
couldn't like
that's what
plow
I'm
down a
saying,
bunch of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, that would definitely be a one bottle for me. I'd be like, that was an experience.
You can't do a 6-pack.
No,
You cannot
my
do a
wallet can't
six-pack
do a
of that.
6-pack.
what's it cost? Let's what is?
Oh,
it?
actually, so when
How do you buy it in a 6-pack?
you buy it
buy
as
a
single
single
bottles.
bottle.
Oh, okay.
They don't actually really give you a deal on multiples.
What's a single bottle?
I think it's like
say?
$13.50.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when the Freaky Peach first came out, it was like their first. I think it was their first one they put out of the Splinter Cellar, and I saw it was a cage, so I figured it was gonna be like the LaGrave and all that stuff. So like, I'm like, it's probably like a $15 4-pack. My buddy of mine who lived down there. I'm like, hey man, can you grab me a 4-pack of that? And he's like, yeah, sure. So then he's
Called
like,
you like, hey, by the way,
and then he's like, hey, I got your 4-pack. I'm like, sweet. How about I owe? He's like $50. I was like, what?
you're like, no, take you
I was
back
like,
on that.
Okay.
I fucked up.
And then I learned my lesson about ever doing that again.
One of my favorite barrel aged beers from
definitely.
Troegs that I had, we had on the show here was the Troganator barrel aged.
That was
barrel
a
aged.
2-year. That was a 2-year
Troganator.
double.
That was
block.
really
pretty
good.
strong.
Yeah,
No, that was I sat on that for like 2 years though.
that was fucking amazing.
The bourbon barrel
That was-
Troeganators. Wow.
That's what it was. It was, and Ben sat on it for a while.
Oh,
I know
nice.
people who buy a case of Mad Elf and store it in their basement for a year or two.
Yeah, I like Mad Elf. I mean,
I still have a
Fine with
wild
that.
elf.
Were you still taking a picture? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
I still have a wild elf that's in my fridge then too.
Really?
Yeah.
We should probably bust that out one of these days. Yeah, so I mean, is there anything else about Troegs you guys can put out there? I mean, I've told my Troeg story 100 times where I fucking disrespected their VP by accident when I was a fucking chump and I didn't know craft beer.
I mean, I've never been there. Nimble Giant, I know they make once a year. I got a keg of it last time. I'll definitely get another one. You know, it's good. I mean, I like it. It's like I'd say it's like a West Coast IPA. It's not hazy. It's more of like a West Coast IPA, which is nice. You know.
Yeah.
But
It's a double too, isn't it?
yeah,
Or Imperial. It's one of those.
I think it's like double. It's like an eight-ish. You know.
Just stick here on the table.
They had when it first came out, it was last year or the year before, we were at Roma and Pottsville, and it was like $4 drafts for it, and I'm like, it was like 1 in the afternoon, and I'm like, I am shit-faced. I had like 3 of them.
And what was that one?
Nimble Giant.
$4 draft.
It was like
that's
$4
awesome.
draft. I'm like, this is amazing.
I know that since they do it like once a year, people are always comparing. They'll say, "Oh, it's better than last year," or "Oh, it's not as good as last year." You know.
Yeah.
So
I think that one has always been solid. I think Nugget Nectar is the only one I feel like has had like a variation.
Now, just being local, and Troegs is kind of in our backyard. Troegs versus Yingling. Obviously, Yingling is the oldest craft brewery. I know a lot of craft people don't like to give Yingling the credit of being a craft brewery, but I think Troegs is definitely like the next step, like where it would be like Yingling and then Troegs. I think because of the test of time and how long they've been around and how big they have gotten. Right? Would you agree, or do you think there's anyone else in that? Snitz has been around a long time too.
In
right?
our area, based on their like volume and size, definitely.
Yeah.
Like no one else is really as big as them right around here.
I mean, neither one of them really like does a whole lot for me. I'm not saying either one is bad. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying for what they've accomplished as breweries.
Because they've
I mean, look, it's hard to take away from Yingling as far as what they've done and who they are, and especially volume. But you know, Troegs has Nimble Giant, and I mean, I'd rather drink that over anything Yingling has. But
Yeah.
that's just personal preference, you know.
Now, I mean, I haven't really searched for Troegs outside of our area, but is it easier to find like once you get out of the area?
They have perpetual cans at Citizens Bank Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Perpetual isn't horrible. I mean, it's okay, you know. Right
Well,
on the
at like a Phillies game though, when like you're drinking like expensive beers, like it's like your best bang for your buck. I think it was like $12 for a pounder.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so compared to like a $12 Bud Light. I mean, hey,
That's the first thing I do. Anytime I go to a sporting event, they're like, "You want a beer?" And I was like, "How much for a Bud Light?" And they're like, $8. I'm like, "How much for that one?" They're like, $8. I'm like, "Going with a double IPA, boys." You know what I mean? Like we go tomorrow. We're going to the hockey game in Reading, the Reading Royals. I mean, if you want a cheap hockey ticket and have a great time, they're fucking.
Oh yeah, the Reading Royals are awesome.
So much good time. It's such a good time.
Their beer prices aren't bad at all either.
Yeah, so I bought a cup. The cup was $22 the first time you buy it because you get the cup, and then every refill after that's like $8. So you walk up and get like the Stoud's triple IPA, and it's an $8 beer.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm bringing my cup back.
That's what I love about the Reading Phillies. It's like,
wait, you can take your cup back?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like it's the same cup every time you go. Like you can buy the big soda cups,
Right.
and they're like it's like a $22 soda, and then every time you go back and refill it, it's $1.
Yeah.
So because they get you for the cup, so that's you could buy the Reading the
it's
Reading,
like a season ticket for drinks.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, and you go back every time. It's like $8 beer.
And they're probably getting $4 after that draft that you get poured in there anyway.
I always tip because I'm like, oh, that
$4 beer.
and just throw a tip to it. But and Stoud's beer is
Not bad.
really good there. I like it. Yeah,
That's what I
bad.
love about the Reading Phillies. Like they have a great like craft selection, and it's not expensive at all. So it's like they have like at the like outfield bar, they have like $11 like crafts and like 32 ounce like whatever.
you're like,
I'm
gonna
like,
die.
sweet, let's die today.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot too. Like you go to like the casinos, and you're at the casinos, and you're
No,
like, how
that's-
much for a Bud Light? And they're like, oh, $8. And you're like, how much for that? And they're like, it's like a Flying Dog on tap. And I'm like, $8.
I would rather drink my warm piss than Bud Light, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'll drink it.
Might have more alcohol.
I would not drink it. I mean,
No,
if
Not
it-
for $8.
not for
No.
not for
No,
$8,
not for
but I
$8.
would.
Wow.
I
I
don't.
mean, if someone gave me a free Bud Light, I don't even know if I'd drink it. To be honest.
I'm not picky.
Oh, if it was free, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
100%.
Talk about a night and day with the tart and then the apricot farmette. Wow.
Yeah.
Still
That's
got a
that's a smooth.
still got a
that's
boozy.
smooth as
That's got a
shit.
boozy smell.
This is
to it.
aged in an oak barrel.
This is smooth as shit. I think. What about you, Andy?
I agree. No, doesn't have like the. I mean, it's
It
tart,
doesn't-
but it doesn't have that like medicine-y that the mortal cherry does.
Tart, fruity, sour, layered, fragrant.
These are not really my types of beers, to be honest with you. I mean, these are very like
It's all right.
I wish I could do like the. Did you ever watch Brewdogs?
it does have like
No.
a good aftertaste to it.
So like they'll give you like, oh, I taste the vanilla hints, and then the lime bursts off of it. I'm like, all these goes are all these crazy flavors. I'm like, I taste hops
Yeah.
and carbonation.
I think
and
that's
We're
what-
not.
I think that's
I'm like, I guess
show.
my palate's not that.
yeah, I'm not
refined
that
yet.
sophisticated.
We're not
I'm like-
that show.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you, it doesn't taste like shit. It's
If
great.
you turn into Bangin beers thinking you're going to get educated on beer,
no.
you've come to the wrong place.
we can tell you if we like it or not.
This
Yeah.
does have a really good like aftertaste. Like
It does.
It takes like a second after you take a sip,
It's
and
a
then it kind of
saison.
like it's very
Yeah.
I love saison.
I like that.
Is this
yeah.
a saison?
Yeah.
Really? Because I usually don't like saisons.
Yeah, it's one of my. I like. It's actually one of my favorite styles.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh.
Like under the moniker
damn.
of interviews with everyday people, like like that's kind of like our moniker of the every show. Like we're everyday people just like doing beer reviews. We're everyday people
Right,
talking
right,
nerdy
right.
stuff. We're everyday people talking wrestling. Like we're not professionals. We're not professional journalisms. We're just fucking everyday Joes.
It's funny for me with that beer, like up front. This is kind of like the opposite for me. Like up front, I really don't care for it much, but the back end of it is really good.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
It's like after you get through the initial.
Now-
that kind of sucks to say that, but after you get through the initial sip, like it's very enjoyable.
Now normally we do a beer of the night, but we'll pit Troegs up against Troegs right now. What's your 1, 2, 3?
Let me see what the.
Well, I could tell you which one's mine.
That's your one.
That's my one for Troegs. Troegs versus Troegs.
I would agree. It's very close between pumpkin and apricot, but I would give the slight bud to apricot.
I'm gonna go apricot, pumpkin, cherry.
That's what I would
That'll
do.
be my.
For me, I'm going cherry,
Really?
then apricot, then pumpkin.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I like like I said, the aftertaste of this is really good, the apricot, but I
Yeah.
think the cherry overall is
Cherry
better
has
for
a little
me.
bit of a menacing, that tartness.
Yeah.
It didn't do it for me.
Whatever, go fuck yourself.
That's what happened to me at beer on wall or beer wall. There was a winter beer there, and it was a cider, and I
Don't
tasted.
do
I was like,
ciders.
"Whoa, my god!" It tastes like
Robitussin.
Robitussin.
I started saying
Blackberry
Robitussin.
brandy.
Yeah. But no, I like blackberry brandy.
Yeah.
This tasted terrible. Yeah, it was
But yeah, this is a 7.4.
Yeah.
You really taste the apricot fruit.
The back
That's
is
good.
good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
like,
it's got a
after
really good
that.
aftertaste.
It does.
That's
It
a
really,
solid
really
one.
does,
They
yeah.
should do that one like every like spring or summer.
I think that
That'd
one's
be a good one.
available all the time, actually.
Yeah. What
Now that they've had the Spooner cellar open.
What are you gonna give this on Untapped? What'd you give this one?
For me, it's the same as the cherry. I'll just put it like a 3.25. 3.25.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. 3.25.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a 4.25.
4.25.
Wow!
I like that. I like that.
Holy!
Because I'll tell you why. You really taste the
Next
apricot.
one.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's not that tart for me at least. That's a good like spring summer beer, and also I can have a few of those then too.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a lot going for it. And I like that.
A 7.4 all day beer.
I think you have like 3 of those and you're right for
Fucking
a nap.
fight me.
I got a hate comment on there one episode where the guy said 9.2 all day beer. Yeah, right. Because I said because it didn't drink like a 9.2. And I'm not a bitch. I can drink beer. Now, when I say all day, I'm not having 15 of them. Like I can drink a 6-pack of that. And
That'd be funny if you're like all day beer man, but like we see like what you think you see, but then we see you're like, nah.
yeah, it's like Always Sunny.
When they do when Mac rips his shirt open.
It's like we had to resort to Plan B.
Yeah.
And in their head they killed it, and then in reality,
It was like, nah.
it's like when you play a really good. Do you think you played a great set and you were a drunk idiot on stage?
No.
Yeah, that's a good call. I gave it a 3.5. I really enjoyed it.
The cherry and the apricot, though, are very kind of like winey tasting to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're both aged in oak barrels, so that might be why you're getting like the wine. So you
They
get
do
like
two different
Chardonnay,
oaks. Yeah, 2 different oaks for the apricot.
yeah, a French and Hungarian oak on the apricot, and French and Hungarian and Italian oak on the myrtle cherry.
Yeah.
So you might get like maybe like a Chardonnay has like the oaked. business
Not a
to it.
wine drinker, but
I'm very little. No, but I mean that might be why.
I actually had a really good wine at when we did the Loki and Layla episode, the candle place. I'm really pissed right now. I don't remember the wine place. It's out of Pine Grove. Shit. I'll come back to that on it. But it was a really, really good fucking wine.
What the heck is the name of them?
A super nice guy too. The guy who does it. I don't remember. I'm having a brain fart. But all right, we're at Connecticut Valley Brewing Company.
Hell yeah.
This one is Sherwood. This is a double New England style Indian Pale Ale. So I had one called Hop Devil from Connecticut Valley.
Stone Mountain.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. I had Hop Devil. We had Hop Devil on the show.
Yeah,
It was like a 9 something.
9, maybe 9.4, maybe.
It was the smoothest IPA I've ever had in my life, and it was like, holy fuck, this is delicious. And the can had a comic book on it of like these people going into a cave and meeting the Hop Devil.
Oh, yeah.
The Hop Devil.
So
Dude, when they get high ABV, but they're like super like crushable, it's scary.
yeah,
Like Tattered Flag has their like triple IPA mango deal down in where the hell are they at? Middletown. And I got I just got a flight and I grabbed that and I'm like I nailed down it was like a 13%er. I'm like, I'm gonna die if and then I got a full pint of it. I'm like, this is probably a terrible idea because they just went down.
yeah. So
That was like that Ultimate Sin.
Ultimate Sin by Rotunda. Now, I'm gonna give us all warnings. Now we're going to Mellow Mink. If you can make it, you're welcome to come. We're going to Mellow Mink to try out some of their beers, and on tap at Mellow Mink this month is Ultimate Sin by Rotunda.
Oh God.
They have 3
I
guest
know.
stops.
I'm gonna avoid that.
We're gonna lose Ben halfway through the episode.
No.
At Bloom Brews is where I actually got these 2. Ultimate Sin Kick there. They had it on tap.
Really?
A full keg. And
Wow.
they powered through it. Yeah.
How is this Bloom? I have never been there.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
The whole store.
Where is that located? Is
It's next
like
to Burger King in Bloomsburg. You can buy
okay,
singles.
yeah, I know what you're
everything.
talking about. Okay.
Oh, nice.
'Cause I know
Everything.
I know there's another like another beer place. It's not if you go back like a few blocks off the main street. There's a beer distributor there.
I'm not sure which one.
But this one you can go ahead and buy singles of any can.
I think it was like a beer mart or
you
something.
can break it, like except for I think Stone you can't break, but pretty much anything in the store you can break a case or 6-pack of and buy a single.
Good business model if you want to just
So you can,
mix
like you
stuff
can
up.
buy. I bought a single of this and a single of that.
awesome.
That's not bad.
There's a place in Bethlehem called Abe's. It's like that. That it's just like the whole. It looks like some like shady convenience store, but you go in and it's just like wall to wall crafts.
Yeah.
And it's you could buy all single cans. So like when I used to work down there, I'd like run there like on my lunch break, and I'd like grab like a mixed 6 to bring home. But that place is awesome. They have a lot of really like cool stuff that's like hard to get.
This has a conky dong smell.
Oh, speaking about conky dog.
Yeah. So Ben's drinking from a glass from who?
I honestly have no idea.
You
who
got it from a
was.
Facebook group.
I'm gonna
Facebook
steal that
group,
glass.
Yeah. They have a one for sale on the BGX group for $35 shipped.
No, thank you.
So what was the group you got it on Facebook?
I got it from BGX. It's like this glass group, and I'm like, the guy had like a whole like one, and he had like a Donkey Kong like pixelated like plastic patch. It's like on Velcro, which is pretty cool, and it's shaped like a barrel.
It's a killer glass.
Yeah,
man.
it's really
I mean,
cool
it's
glass.
It's simple, but
is
it's so cool.
really
And then it's
cool,
Donkey
yeah.
Kong throwing hops at Mario. As he jumps over
Yeah, and
them.
Mario's jumping on
That asshole.
Cool glass.
That's a super rad glass, but
Mm-hmm.
$30.
Ben's got an insane glass collection. The one glass you bought from Ingenious, the Infinity Gauntlet glass.
I
holy-
traded that.
That sells like crazy.
I know.
That sells like crazy. That's
I
high up there.
have a juice, and then it's like a little bomb from Poor Character.
Mm-hmm.
I got one out of like 100 for that one. I keep the cards with them then too, but I think I have about 60 plus pieces
Wow.
already.
Do you have any King Boo glasses?
No, I want to get one so bad.
Yeah, I like King Boo a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so
Most of my glass collection is fair and squarely stolen from the brewery I got it from.
Cheers to that.
I love that.
If you have outdoor seating, you're losing a glass.
most of my glassware is from Brewfest. I'm drinking out of a Brewfest glass. So is Jason, and Andy's drinking out of the Hershey chocolate
Yeah,
porter
I
glass.
actually just swapped out glasses. 'Cause we're going to IPAs. So.
And then the Hershey ones were given to us when we did an episode at McNiff's. They gave us the glassware that we used that night,
Nice.
so that was really cool.
yeah, very cool.
yeah.
Those
And
Hershey glasses are rad.
yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, when I was at Roma, like right after they came out, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry this took so long. We were waiting to get a glass back because people kept stealing them."
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, "Yo, I'm cool with a pint glass. I don't need."
And here's the thing,
anything
like
fancy.
they were what? If you went to the brewery and bought them, they were like $6 a
Yeah.
glass.
I think they were sold in 2s or 4s
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
I
they were
think
pretty
2s.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were super cheap.
The way that they do them then too, they do like you have to order so many in like a case of itself.
I
like
just
the
wish
Tekus.
fucking Yingling would put more product out for Chesterfield, like just more like you buy like a
Oh,
T-shirt.
Chesterfield's my favorite Yingling beer.
That's my same here. Like,
It'd be cool to have like Lord Chetty on like a barrel glass like this.
like so
That'd be
I have
Bootleg
the,
it.
the tall the tall glasses. I have a Yingling one. I have a Golden Pilsner one. I want a Chetty one, like a tall boy glass, but they don't make them.
Tony, I think we have corporate's phone number.
Yeah, from Skookstock.
No, I actually got it from the one girl actually gave it to me from the gift shop about
I thought you did
Yingling.
it. Oh, really?
because I told them about us. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some people that know people that are trying to maybe swindle for us.
I told you, man, my friend that was in my wedding, man, like
He's buddies with Dick.
yeah. Like I mean, he was like either
And if I met him, I would definitely
Dick
not call
was
him
either
Dick.
in
I'd be like
his
Mr.
wedding
I'd be like Mr.
or
Yingling.
vice versa. Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to call him Dick.
So-
when we went the day they released it because we were happened to just be downtown Pottsville. Like we got there right like we ate lunch at Roma and then we went up to the brewery and it was just like it must have been at a lull because Rish and I went. It was dead. So we grabbed it. It was great. We had another one and then it like exploded because I think then the actual like time started. But Dick was there. I was like, "Hey, Dick, great job, man." He's like, "Yeah, don't talk to me. Talk to that guy." And I'm like, "All right,
See you, Dick.
later, Dick."
I went to the brewery for the bourbon barrel porter. which I thought was delicious too.
That I wanted to try.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
that was one. Yeah.
I heard rumors that there was a bourbon barrel chetty.
I don't know if that would work that well.
I don't know.
That might be weird.
It was like one of those hidden gems, I guess. Only certain
Because
people-
we accidentally put Chetty in the bourbon barrel.
Oh shit!
The Indian Pale Lager is still my favorite.
Yeah,
the
I
IPA.
doesn't
hope they put
exist.
that back out.
Yeah.
I like Bach.
What do we?
I like the
Bach was good.
Yeah. What do we think of this Sherwood here?
I like it a lot.
I've had it already, so you can check
Nice
out my
dank.
credentials.
Let's see here.
Dank,
Double New England. Yeah.
Not super cold, but that's on us because we let it sit for a little bit. But a lot more flavor came out.
Actually, I prefer them more like this.
So do I.
Super cold.
They definitely become more flavorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Citrusy. You
Yeah,
know.
it's got that dankness.
I think it
just like
drinks smoother
something
when
that-
it's a little warmer too.
Yeah.
It drinks better.
I'm kind of getting off of the high of the sours a little bit. I want to go. I'm reverting IPAs. Like we're kind of like reversing
Yeah.
polar.
What did you?
know
What
I
did you
mean?
check this in at? I want to see.
I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, it's like a 4 or 4.25.
I might be a fan of you then.
And I had this at Craft House. They had it on tap there, and I had a crowler of it, which was the last time I had it.
What'd you give it, Ben?
Give me a little bit of time. Let me sit on it for a while.
I'm gonna check and see.
Are you
what
prepared
I gave
on
it.
this one?
I'll go to 4.
4?
Yeah, I like it. It's really good.
I'm a 3.75. I'm sitting at that.
Yeah, I would go on that one. 3.75.
I like it a lot. I just got middle. Does anyone ever read what these badges do? Because I never do.
Sometimes like
I gave it a 4.
you
is
get
what
different
it was.
levels.
Does it ever do anything?
No. It just, people can see them. Maybe you could share them on Facebook if you really want to.
So I have, this is middle of the road level 49. Looking for more kick than a session beer, but want to stay for a few rounds. So keep it in the middle of the road. Have 245 beers with an ABV greater than 5%, but less than 10. All right, we're in here. But yeah. So kind of have a little stable now for the team. So when it comes to guest spots, that's probably not going to happen anymore, which is probably a good thing because some of those guest spots got crazy. But now you're kind of you're part of the stable here. What are some things that you would like to do with the show? Travel, see some
I
stuff?
think setting up a tour would be cool. Like
Getting that bus.
several different. Yeah, I'm telling you, my one buddy has a bus company. I already told him about it. And he's like, yeah, just let me know when. And usually he'll do like $10 a person or something. Depends on how many people we get.
that would be really cool just to have like
and we
a
can just
little
like mark a trail off.
tour, yeah.
And be
Yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna start here and then end here.
So what we can do is we can do like on the what I don't know if we'll reshoot. Maybe we'll shoot a little bit, but not too much. Just kind of. But like if you're a fan of the show, you could buy a ticket to jump on the bus with us and go. Like I don't know, like a fucking $5 just to get on the bus, but you can hang out with it. We can all go out for the day, and we'll.
I don't think anyone wants to hang out with me.
But you never know.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
I mean, you do it like, hey, banging beers, bus, whatever.
It's like, we'll get you where you gotta go. Don't
Yeah.
worry
I was trying to
about
alliterate,
driving,
and I
you know?
couldn't think of.
Yeah, well,
I do like a small dry run first.
Yeah.
And that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Just to do like something like that. That'd be really neat.
can we
Yeah.
hang a sign off it that says free candy?
Sure.
That'd be hilarious.
Free beer.
Yeah.
Free beer. Ah!
Can we drink on the bus while it's driving?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, this trip just got
But-
better.
You know what? You know, it'd be really nifty. Have the people that are on the bus actually do like a rating and let us try the beer while we rate it then too. Be like they pull up
I
some
just
like different
don't
stuff
wanna-
like Treehouse and
I would
other
have to.
fun
I would
stuff.
have to get someone who is willing to shoot and record because I would not be able to do it all
No,
ever.
no.
It'd be too much.
Yeah. And we can figure out logistics of it. But
Yeah,
That's
I guess
what
I said
you
I
got a
probably.
wife for.
It'd be
man.
nifty.
well,
we got a
did-
whole year.
For my birthday last year, we that's what we did. We got his party bus and we went to Lost Tavern. Then we went to Weyerbacher. Then we went to Funk's and drank on the bus. By the time I got to Funk's, it got real weird. There was like Weyerbacher because like they don't have it. Like most of their beers are like 30%. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was a blast.
What would be a nice trip? Like, what would you like to do?
Like, my one buddy, I remember telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I went to, he's like, I forget what I was pounding at Weyerbacher. He's like, yeah, I went to take a walk at the lake behind, and I'm like, dude, that was a cemetery. It's like, oh no.
I would like to start at Rotunda
Rotunda,
and then head that way, like Harrisburg.
Well, Rotunda and Troegs are.
They go like Rotunda, Troegs.
You can even go Snitz is even that. Like you could go Rotunda Snitz. That'd be a good way to go.
Troegs,
or if you really wanted to, you could go Snitz then Rotunda because it's on the way.
Because there's Funks is in Elizabethtown, and then Tattered Flag is in Middletown. So I mean, those and they're like.
I know the Emmaus Funks. The Emmaus.
They're the same.
Yeah. So
like the one in Middletown is more of like an actual like brew pub. Like they have food and stuff. They don't have food trucks like the Emmaus one.
So I have not really a complaint, but one thing I was a little disappointed. So when you're like, yo, we're going to Springhouse, I was like, all right. And you're like, it's sci-fi horror themed. I was like, this is going to be fucking awesome. And we walked in and it looked like it was fucking the Christmas Story. Like it looked like fucking the Home Alone fucking Christmas, like the toy store. Like it was just, and now I understand it was Christmas time and they decorated, but if your theme is like horror movie and I thought they'd be like,
I was bummed they didn't have that much merch that they normally do. Like a lot of their shirts are killer.
There was really no shirts, but like I thought they would have really embraced that. Like it was almost, I wasn't expecting it to be so pretty. Like it was so like it was not clean.
I think it was an old like foundry or something.
But it was so nice. It was like super, like it looked really ritzy. And I thought like if your whole thing is horror and like and sci-fi, I thought like I would have had like a flying saucer somewhere, like a monster statue.
You know what? I'd like to go down there for Halloween. I've never been out. They'd probably do something cool.
Like that Guar bar.
Yeah.
Guar bar. You know what I'm talking about, right? That Eddie Collins post. Like that's fucking cool. Like when I said like, oh, we have a themed bar, like the Game of Thrones bar, like the Beetlejuice, the Tim Burton. Like
maybe I misled you. I meant like all their beers are like sci-fi.
Yeah, their beers are definitely sci-fi themed, but like if that's your theme of your beers, and then you walk in, you're like, this is fucking like it looks super classy. Like
they do have another tap room in Lancaster. I've never been there. Maybe that's more along those lines.
Have you guys ever been to the Federal Tap House in Lancaster?
Yes,
I like that place. Wait. It's okay.
No,
never mind. I'm lying. Okay. They have about like 50 or 60 taps that they usually.
There's one.
And I was like, what are you doing?
But, there's one in Reading. Is it Federal or is it Liberty?
There's one in Harrisburg that I know of, and then there's one in Lancaster.
Okay, that's where, it used to be, it's all right there on 2nd Street in Harrisburg. Yeah, Federal. Okay, that's where I was. For
but went there quite a bit of times. and they have a good selection of beer. Like they have like more lambics, like fruit lambics and all, which is really cool. Styles range from lambics to ESBs, extra special bitter, doubles, singles.
He's still drinking. You know I'm gonna bypass him. Midnight City. Now 2019 obviously is gone, but what style of beer really caught your attention last year?
It's all about the hazy IPA, man, for me. Hazy, double hazy.
Last year, I actually did a lot of like dry hopped pilsners and lagers. I was really about
double dry hop,
like something like
awesome,
super crispy.
Oh,
sorry, I did a very small pour. Unless you want
no,
I'm good. For me, sours. I was the beginning of the year. I was super against them. I hated them.
I fucking pounded you big time. I fucking pounded you.
That's what she said. That
sounds extra gay.
Ben pounded the hell out of me. The sours definitely was my turning point last year.
That was like my 2018 thing. I think was sours.
Let me smell your fingers, Ben. No.
I'll throw him like a time. And you said you picked these up in Bloomsburg, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Midnight City from now. You said you've been in Connecticut Valley, right?
Yeah.
What can we expect if we get there?
The place is awesome. It's in South Windsor, Connecticut. When I went up there, I was going to school with my my job, and I stumbled upon it, and I was very impressed. Fueled by Galaxy is one of my favorites from them. But yeah, it's a good place, man. They have a lot of good beer, a lot of IPAs.
I'm just trying to read here. Because I had a... That's an interesting taste.
I can already tell you right now.
They did it's like a different taste from the double to the single.
And it's not as dank. It's a little sweet.
I like it a lot.
that though. I like that though.
I can tell you what I think about this beer.
Can I spoil it? I'm reading your review.
I love this beer.
Yeah.
This is my favorite beer from Connecticut Valley Brewing Company. Right now, I have this beer on tap at my house.
Really?
I love.
I don't blame you.
I
like that too.
No, it's solid. It's
to me,
solid.
And I
8.6.
They make this like I'm saying probably like 3 to 4 times a year.
That's not bad.
They brew it. This is my favorite from them. Love this.
Have you ever had the Hop Devil?
Yes.
See, this is good. I thought the Hop Devil was better.
Don't like the Hop Devil.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good beer though. What did you give this? What did you score this?
A 5. This is a 5.
Ooh, a 5.
I
Fiver.
love.
Nice.
This is my favorite from Connecticut Valley.
Let me take
Brewing
another sip of
Company.
this before I
Very
score
good.
it.
Very good. Don't let me sway you.
He drops a 5 bomber on it.
I dropped a 5 on the Buku Saigon that we had, the Bukaki
The
Saigon.
Bukaki Saigon.
That was a really good one.
Dropped a 5 on a Miller High Life.
Hey, don't feel bad. I dropped a 5 on a
5
Zima.
on your chest.
So when you initially drink this, it initially hits you with this very hoppy initial punch to the mouth. And then once it goes down, it's just the most refreshing, smooth.
It's
It's super smooth. It's a little sweet.
8.6 double New England
It's a
IPA.
dangerous 8.6.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Like it's sessionable.
It's-
but double sessionable.
Don't let my 5 sway you, but for
No,
me,
it's super solid.
It's super
high.
good.
It's high
man.
up there.
I love
I'm
this
not
beer.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I look at the pin today.
Nice.
Intercontinental
Nice.
Championship.
Just due to the fact that
My Tony Deppen pin.
just due to the fact that like I want to cool off on the sours a little bit. This is a little bit nice.
I love
It's a bit
IPAs.
nice.
Yeah, same thing.
You go through like the cycles, phases. You know what I mean?
If
For
I'm
me, at
sitting
least.
down, like what I want to really start doing again is like wrestling pay-per-views. I love just having like a couple beers, but like they're on Sundays, so it's tough. I keep burping.
Yeah, I hate
but like
that,
UFC
yeah.
pay-per-views, like Saturday nights, I want to start watching UFC again, like getting back into it, and watching fights.
I loved coming over here for.
I want to start it back up again.
Yeah.
But Saturday nights I'd love. But the thing is, on Saturdays I'd like to go see bands too. So like I'll choose a local band over a UFC pay-per-view all day long, and I'll choose local wrestling over sitting and pay her for an $80 pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Don't
it's just,
blame ya.
it's just tough, and a lot of the wrestling places I go, like Outbreak, if it's at the Hamburg Fieldhouse, you can BYOB, you can bring your own beer in, which is awesome.
I brought
You
my
can
beer.
BYOB
Oh
now?
yeah.
yeah, but you can't at like certain other places. But yeah, so like
I've done it quite a bit.
yeah.
The one
Fun.
When Andy won his belt, we were drinking fucking the Metallica beers.
Nah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I would really like to get back into that. But like that was my favorite. Like you'd have a couple beers, like nice IPAs, and you'd watch like a football game or a fight or something. And
Just kicked off the mood right.
It was good. Yeah.
You're having a good time. You have a few good beers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be like, I remember the fucking beer, and I remember the good time that I had, and that's that.
I remember.
And I'm a
getting-
happy fucker. For
I remember getting shit hammered and fucking Conor McGregor knocking somebody out, and I come and get a bottle of water and soak the whole house with it.
Hey now.
I did. No, I remember I went bananas when fucking Chris Weidman knocked out Anderson Silva. I was fucking went nuts.
This is that UFC shit.
Yeah, loved it.
The one thing I was going to say about Connecticut Valley Brewing Company is if you go there, Treehouse is an hour away.
Oh, nice.
So
Right, you're rocking a treehouse hat.
so I am.
You know what?
I don't think I've ever had a treehouse beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've had one. I had like one or two.
I don't think I have any.
Definitely what we should do, like to make 2020 for this show to go. I'd love to go to Trillium.
That's a far trip.
Still though, it'd be fun.
You know what I think we should do
it.
for 2020? Mad Dog. Mad Dog 2020.
It has happened.
Let's do it.
It has
I'm in.
happened before.
It's
Like
the
we'll
year
get
of
like
Mad
the rainbow
Dog.
of colors.
The Mad Dog 2020 year.
Ugh.
Banana red. Grape, you know.
we're
I'm
gonna,
talking
we're gonna
about.
fucking
I
pound
already-
and pounders of Pepto Bismol.
I have
after
diarrhea.
that.
You talking about it?
I'm like chase it with a Boone's farm.
I got really. Oh, dear, dear
We should do a
God.
Boone's Farm episode.
I'm sleeping over.
I want to do it
Dude, it'd be
like
fun.
you were
Like
saying,
you
a
guys did with
seltzer.
the malt liquors on the one time.
The boys upstairs.
and doing
Oh
like
my God.
the things I got drunk on in high school beers.
That's a good.
Yeah,
like-
because you and Fulton did something with that. Like you actually had a hand in it, and I'm like, okay, I'll grab all these. And
All right,
like,
guys, the
I
four of us
grabbed,
are gonna
like,
drink
the
24 Mickey hand
Hurricane.
grenades.
I tried to
love
find a
Mickey's,
Mickey's
man.
hand grenade too. I tried to find a Mickey's hand grenade.
The worst-
I can get you plenty of Mickey's Big Mouse, no
Really?
problem. Yeah, I
The
can get
worst
you
beer
that
of the
all
day though
long.
was high
because they're still reserved.
Steel Reserve,
Still Reserve.
You
will
couldn't pay
fuck
me to
you
fucking
up.
drink that one.
and they have multiple flavors of that.
Camo's another one.
Oh,
That'll fuck
Camo.
you up. Yeah.
we
Hurricane.
got. Let me think what we got. We got
all right with
Hurricane.
Camo was brutal.
Hurricane.
All right,
Steel
so
Reserve.
they
paying a
cheated
bum to go to
because,
Sargent's
because
to
some
get
of them
us
came to the
Camo
show
40s
already
when
intoxicated, so they didn't taste how bad they were sober. Like they came
we were like,
we were stone cold
Wow.
sober, and we started with the Steel Reserve, and I was like, I don't think I can get to this episode.
Have fun, guys.
Steel Reserve's a bad one.
And they
to start
showed up.
off with,
They
yeah.
showed up smoked, and they were just like, "This is fucking." And Steve just like, "Steel Reserve, chug." And I was like, "Cause you are already toasted."
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
was-
like
they're
back in like
fucking-
the high school like underage drinking days. Like, oh, Beast Ice is terrible until you drink like 3 of them. It's like, all right, these are amazing.
I actually like malt liquor, so bring it on, man.
shockingly, going back, like looking back at that episode, Colt 45 is not a terrible beer.
it's not terrible at all.
Hey,
The double malt is actually even better.
Hurricane.
can Billy
not
D
a,
really be wrong?
Yeah, Hurricane, not a bad beer.
Surprisingly, it
I
is.
buy plenty of Hurricane, actually.
If you want more bang for your buck and you want something a little smooth and like
It wasn't
cheap,
horrible.
that was not. No, it was. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Yeah, it was.
Now I'd never had any of those either. Like
Yeah.
the Mickey's by me. Other than that,
right,
we
wait.
didn't have Mickey's.
I need to.
no.
I need
Did
to
the
do
Old English
I
or the
need to
Colt
try a
45
Red Dog.
usually?
But I
We
know
did.
it's not
We did have
available.
Old English.
I
didn't
have a
we?
question. All right, I have a question.
Old English wasn't terrible either.
No.
You're stranded on a desert island. You can only have one beer for the rest of your stay on that island for the rest of your life. What is it?
boy.
I could pick any beer on the planet.
Any beer you want.
beer.
I'll just tell you what mine is because
Yeah.
we're talking Old English
Over any IPA.
over any IPA. I would drink Old English. Old English is like a 5 for me. Honest to God,
Holy shit!
I love Old English.
What would your
man.
What would your Desert
Old
Island
English
beer?
800, man? Love
Desert
it.
Island beer. I'm going Dogfish Sea Quench.
I would do like Dogfish 120, so I don't feel the rest of my life when I'm there.
120. Oh man,
I would just go for the strongest beer and just fucking.
why not get
Well,
that?
hold on. What's this desert island like? Is it like Paradise Desert
No,
Island?
it's
hot
like,
as fuck
man,
and you're
it's
It's just like
Sunburned
one
naked.
palm tree and a
You get one
fucking
palm tree.
one beer for the rest of your life. All you
I-
can drink is the same
All right,
beer
so
for the rest of your life.
I'm not good with bugs. I'm not good with reptiles. I'm not good with snakes. Like I'm not good with any. So I would need to be fucking blackout drunk. I sunburn like this
Yeah,
as
but
soon
you
as the
can't-
sun hits me.
I'm talking like you're there forever.
No,
you
I'm
know
gonna
what I mean?
hate
It's not
every moment
a
of being.
week.
I'm gonna hate being there. So I need to be fucking a pure blown
I
alcoholic.
think your liver will just collapse.
Yeah, I need to
at some
die.
point.
That's what I'm
That's
doing.
the
I'm trying to die. Rotunda ultimate sin. I would just drink myself to death,
Fair
and,
enough.
and I would enjoy every sip of it. Keystone.
What's yours, Ben?
Oh God,
Just one beer. One.
the old school Four Loco.
Ah.
The fucking
with
like the
caffeine
cherry,
and
the cherry
everything.
limeade shit. I still have a can of that left
Oh,
over.
dear
I brought it
God,
to
man.
this. I brought it to the show, and you're like, no, I
He
don't
brought
want
like
that.
a 4-year-old can of Four Loko. I'm like, I'm not drinking that.
And it was the old stuff before they actually.
It was killing people
Yeah.
fresh.
Right.
Killing
right.
people fresh. He wants to
The
bust open-
pre-nerf.
Yeah, he wants to bust open a 4-year-old can. I just drooled when I said that.
To me, OE, man. Just keep it simple. It's all good for me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I actually made a zombie apocalypse 6-pack based off of the Four Loco because there was like I got a Rogue
Four
Dead
Loko-
Guy
a Four
whiskey,
Loko episode would be fun.
and then I
Oh,
did-
dude, their Dead Guy whiskey is so good.
And then I have a thing of Surge when it came back out again.
yeah.
A can of Surge. I didn't open it yet. I'm trying to figure out the other 3 slots.
I would love to get another bottle.
does
of
it have to be
Dead Guy
alcohol?
whiskey.
It could be alcohol. You can mix it up.
High C.
The High C Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, that has-
all
man,
right.
Ecto
That's fair
Cooler.
enough.
that might come back out because of the new Ghostbuster movie.
I hope so.
No, it is coming back out.
Yeah,
they
for the movie?
Yeah, and they were coming out with 2 new flavors too.
No, boo.
No, they did Ecto Cooler. And they did like a blue, like I think they're doing like a raspberry blueberry one.
We'll
I don't
definitely
know.
have-
Classic, man.
We'll definitely have it on Not Cold High School.
I'll tell you what does suck, though.
Another one I forget.
Brass Monkey, Sunny D, and OE.
That junkie.
Not good.
No.
No, not a good combination.
Horrible.
Sunny D sucks. Not a good combo.
There
There were the commercials. You want some Sunny D, bro? Yeah, man.
What do we got in the
No,
fridge?
I
not a
open the
Sunny
fridge.
OJ purple stuff. Sunny D.
Oh yeah, that is the commercial, man. And
Yeah,
Sunny
it's like,
D is,
oh, we got grape juice. This, all right, Sunny D.
Oh, right, cool. I remember my mom would get
Sunny
it for,
D is
like,
not
this tastes
good,
like
man.
plastic.
Wow, this is a very light colored beer.
Well, it has pineapples and lime zest.
Good
in
call.
It, so
Forgot about the pineapple.
Well,
It's
you guys
basically
didn't
it's a
say
Berliner Weiss.
you guys
It's a-
didn't rate the Midnight City.
Oh,
What up, yo?
I like that.
4.25.
I would sit that.
Look how upset you are about that. I really liked it.
Hey, hey, look at it this way. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, cut
Tom,
me off, Ben.
But I am gonna fucking cut you off. All right. But anyhow,
Yo, go to hell.
but
All right, fuck you.
but anyhow, at least you're exposing us to such a good beer, though. At least that's how I look at it.
Oh, that's
What's your rating, Ben?
I give it 4.5.
Yeah,
I like
cool.
that. That's a good solid
it's
double.
It's an excellent beer. I would have it again.
I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
Pour it. Hurry up.
Well, look, everyone scored above a 4, so that's cool, man.
No, I really dug it.
I really liked it too.
Yeah, it's
You
a
need,
really
you,
good
You don't
beer
want
for
this
me.
can, right?
No, you can have it. You can peel that label off, man.
That's what I'm trying to do. It's a good beer. I hope
I
it's
have-
a good beer.
I like. It's not as sour as I expected because I expected more like a Berliner Weiss. That's like a. It's different.
I'm gonna mute my mic here quick.
Too late. It's so
Like it's like a
fucking
mild
noisy.
sour.
I just smelt it. Whoever smelt it dealt it. Let me smell.
And I'm back. Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Definitely sour.
I'm keeping it just because it's a movie theme and it fits the table. I just don't know where I'm putting it yet.
Probably on top of those other
If it's
stickers.
movie and video game theme.
Yeah. Oh, it's like golden. It's
Yeah, because GoldenEye the game.
It looks good right here.
Fucking slap it on there.
There it is.
I actually think it's more for the game than it is for the GoldenEye movie.
Yeah, it looks just like the video game. And I'll do this.
Was that the N64 game?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
007.
People love the shit out
Yeah,
of that game,
was
man.
amazing.
Supposedly it's a remaster coming.
I hope
They
so.
did a remaster already for the Wii.
an
And they
actual
had
good
Daniel
remaster.
Craig into it.
Well, there's
Are they-
on. You can actually there's a free version. It's an open source. It's based on the Source engine, like Team Fortress stuff. It's GoldenEye Source. It's free. You can get it on Steam. I don't know if you can get it on Steam. But you can run it through Steam.
Oh.
Yeah.
But basically, it updates.
Take a picture of that silver can everyone to have.
It updates it to.
Feel like some guy sold me this
Yeah, right.
alley.
It updates it to like the Source engine and updated graphics, but like there'll be like 32 players on the like maps
Facility.
made for 4 people, and it is absolute chaos. It is so much fucking fun.
Fucking just proximity mines only.
You like well, you can make it. Well, it depends on the game you play, so you can like load into different games. So like a lot of times it'll be like a level up game where like as you kill people you get better guns, but like you'll like spawn and immediately get murdered. But then you'll like it's just the same. It's just absolute like chaos. It's so much fun. Like you
So-
can't get mad. Like if you're playing like Call of Duty and you keep getting like smoked by some 11-year-old,
Yeah.
this is like everyone just keeps getting smoked by everybody. So it's just absolute.
This has been
insanity.
ranked 3.85. I don't know why it's immediately taking me right to the fucking. I want to know about it. I don't know. It's fucking up right now. I was gonna check. Like when you click it, just go right to the check-in. All right, let's test it out. So this is pineapple juicy spiced rum and bread.
It's based off of the GoldenEye cocktail, which I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's like Ian Fleming's like cocktail that he used to drink in Jamaica.
Favorite GoldenEye movie?
GoldenEye movie or
Yep.
James Bond movie?
James
I'm
Bond.
sorry. James Bond movie. Sorry.
Me.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Favorite Bond?
Sean Connery. Daniel Craig is my very close number 2, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, how would you feel if they made James Bond black?
I don't care.
Neither do I, because it's a title. It's not a.
Depends. Like, people get mad at me about it. They're like, oh, you're racist. I'm like, as long as it's not just to pander. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not, like, I want the best person for the job. I get mad if, like, they were going to cast an American guy to be Bond.
What the guy they were talking about was that Sergis
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Idris Elba's an awesome actor and he's great, and if it made sense, fine. But if
I'd
it was
be cool
just
with that.
But he's like, I don't want to be the Black Bond. He's like, I don't want to be known as the Black Bond. And because people got all like with the I can't wait for the new movie to come out. Like Spectre was meh.
Is it still the same guy?
Yes, this is Daniel Craig's last movie. So Spectre was meh. Like I felt like they kind of tried to like mix the old Bond with like the classic gadgety Bond. And it just didn't like they tried to fit too much into one thing and it just didn't work out that well. But this new one, everyone was butthurt because the new 007's a black woman. And it's like, but the new 007, not James Bond. Like Bond comes out of retirement. It's like,
Yeah.
don't get mad.
James Bond is a character, but the title of 007 is a title.
Yeah. So like Bond's like not even, he's like basically retired is the premise of the movie. And like she's the new 00 agent. And then when you watch his trailers, like she just says she's 00, so it doesn't even really matter.
I don't even know if I've ever seen a James Bond movie.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Did
sad.
you ever see Danger Diabolic?
No. I just watched a trailer today.
It's very James Bond-ish.
Quiet Place 2
Yeah.
trailer.
Part 2, yeah.
Looks cool. I'm excited for it.
I know
It's better than that piece of shit first one.
The first one was... You didn't like the first one?
Fuck that shit.
I liked it.
No, I don't like it.
I thought it was cool.
There's nothing to it, man. The whole movie is like nothing happens.
Well,
kinda like
part
Bird
part,
Box. I was
part
like,
two...
and
Part
when
two,
it happens, it's all CGI horseshit.
Part 2 really dives into what happened and how everything went down.
It's like Bird Box. I was like, eh.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I was like, this is dumb.
You guys are tough critics.
I did see a cool new movie for
What?
not cool in high school.
Oh, God, I'm
We'll
terrified.
Save it for that.
All right.
Nah.
Will it make the cut?
Yeah, no. It's,
All right, okay.
there's no racist shit in it or anything like that.
I'm going to be talking about The Witcher.
The Witcher.
I'll be talking about The Witcher, the series. It's
I didn't
only
watch
8
it.
episodes.
I
It's
need to watch it.
I haven't watched any of
I
it.
fell
about-
asleep during the first episode.
an hour long. That's
Remember the Game of Thrones beers? I don't know why I just brought.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
the bottles.
Remember the Mortal Kombat bears?
Yes. I
Yeah.
had one or
There's
two
like a
of them.
Sub-Zero one and
Yeah.
like a Scorpion one.
I think Sub-Zero was I think the
Was that
Scorpion
the
one
stout?
was a chili stout, I think.
Yeah.
Should have been a hot stout, like a like a
It was.
cayenne
I've
had
pepper.
one.
It was like a chili, it was
Ghost
like a
pepper.
Did you have the
Hold on. I'm
the
pretty sure I had
Sriracha
it.
Stout one that came out?
I had a pizza.
was good.
I had a Pizza Boy peach habanero beer when I did the hot one, the hot episode with Hot Heads hot sauce.
That sounds good.
It was a fucking hot ass beer.
Yeah, the Sculptorin makes like a habanero Sculptorin.
Yeah,
That's really good.
there was one that they had an African Pizza Boy did. It was what was it? Something self-immolation, and they had a ghost chili into it with their Sunny Side Up stout. Wow. Was
Mortal
that
Kombat
fun?
Scorpion. It was an imperial stout with Southwest chilies and Madagascar vanilla beans.
I'm thinking it was decent, right?
It was really good.
Yeah,
I gave it
yeah.
a 3.5.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I remember Hoppy
Whoa.
Floppy. Hoppy Floppy was doing that. She had the Game of Thrones beers, and then she did the photo with she had chainmail over. You ever see Hoppy Floppy?
No.
I had
Hoppy
2 of them. Oh, Sub-Zero too.
Hoppy Floppy is
long ago
a
was
very
that?
busty girl on Instagram and takes titty pictures with bottles of beers, and she's like her nipples just covered by the bottle, and then beers just be like, here, take all of our beer and take half naked pictures with it. She kills it. Like, I'm not mad at her at all. Like, I think she's doing a service, you know. But she gets a lot of cool beers given to her because people are just like, take a butt picture with my beer. Yeah. And then there's a PA brunette, which is like from around not around our area, but she's from PA, and she does the same. Not as like she doesn't do like as provocative, but she's like a really pretty girl, and she's like,
It's like, hey, I'm trying to beer out.
she's like, I like beer. We can't do it. We take a picture with our fucking faces with a beer. People are like, fuck that, skip. Maybe not you, because you look like a celebrity.
Whoa.
And he's a pretty man. I brought him on to bump up the attractiveness of the show. Compared to all us, he's like a fucking 10 right now. All of us are just fucking...
What, you're calling me an ugly fuck?
thanks,
I'm the ugly
Anthony.
fuck extraordinaire.
I'm the ugliest fuck of them all.
Anthony is obviously fucking him first over us, man.
Yeah. If I was gay...
Well, I mean, according to the chat
If he
earlier.
was gay, why he's talking about who's the cutest on the show.
So real quick, just we can go back to the gay, we can go back to the gay sex. But the Golden Eye cocktail was a Jamaican cocktail with rum, pineapple juice, honey,
Shaken
ginger
and stirred.
syrup, and lime juice.
Yeah, I saw the lime on there.
Interesting.
So it actually makes sense because you can taste like There's like almost like a vanilla-y to it.
Yeah. I get a spice as well.
But it's not super sour.
No.
Like it's sour, but it's not like...
That's like a mellow.
Yeah, it's like a mellow sour.
It's like if you had a mixed drink and the ice melted and you're kind of just... And you didn't drink it right away.
Okay.
It honestly kind of tastes like a cocktail.
Yeah. I really like it.
Like the...
We had the
What's it
powered up
called?
Meyer Lemon one from Imprint and Icarus Brewing Company.
Cheers to Independent.
That Meyer Lemon Lavender one, Tony. You
Yeah.
remember that one?
Lavender.
That was from. It wasn't bad.
A lot of lavender beer. I feel
What,
like they
what,
just
are we,
like,
what are we
like, this
giving the
tastes like
Fierce,
soap.
what are we giving the Fierce Bronson?
I gave it 3.5.
That's exactly what I gave.
I want to give it more because of the label, but the label doesn't make it taste better. It's still really good.
The label is fucking awesome. That's why. It's
Like
on
I
the
can
table.
honestly drink it all day, but like I wouldn't like need to go out of my way to get it.
I'm gonna.
Like I just happen to luck out that my buddy's like, hey, look what they have. I'm like, oh fuck, I need that.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3.5 as well.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this one off. It's like double layered, like double wrapped.
Whoa.
Icarus has some cool beers though.
I got
Icarus
it.
and Kane, they're in like the same area,
get
and
it?
my buddy will throw me some every now and then. They do an Imperial Russian stout called the Kalishnikov. It's so good. It's like I think it's 14%.
Skizzers.
I had a Grim Cane collaboration stout. It's called Waffling, and it's like supposed to be like a waffle, like with maple syrup and
Oh,
nuts
nice.
and all. I actually brought a Jester King Grim collab then too.
Oh, nice.
It was a nice, yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
No, it's probably like exactly like what we had in bottles today, like
Yeah.
now. See, when they make those fancy balls, it looks a lot more deceptive than anything.
Yeah.
Put the little Superman on the tail for you.
Is it like a Superman?
Yeah, it looks like Superman. Yeah.
Shit, man.
Put it on the table. There's your 5. There's your 5-0 right
Hell
there.
yeah.
Booyaka. You did the fucking Ali G. Booyaka shaka.
Fucking awesome. Man. I love Ollie G.
Yeah, it's such a funny show. Dude, those movies are amazing too.
Dude, all this stuff like before people realize like that it was all a joke or so
Did you
great.
watch his newest one?
No.
Where he has like politicians
I
like
saw some of that.
like
yeah.
fake blowing them.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, how he tricks people is unfucking real. He had this one Republican like, I want to give 3-year-olds guns. Like, he's like, you give the 3-year-old a gun, right? You do, and he's just like, yeah, 100%. You give the 3-year-old a gun. He's like, oh my, and then he leaves like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You know.
He had Bernie Sanders on the show. Like he tricked Bernie Sanders, but he didn't really say anything terrible. But yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
Did he give him an economics book?
So this is Fierce Bronson.
Oh, you didn't.
So beer of the night. Overall beer of the night.
Well, look, I mean, it's easy for me. I gave that a 5, so, you know.
I'm going the same one.
Same deal.
For me,
I
it's
agree.
Midnight City.
All right.
This is a close number 2.
Midnight City wins it for me. See, my number 2 would be the Fierce Bronson.
The Fierce Brosnan's my number 3.
Only because this is such a good IPA that it overshadows this.
No,
And
they're
this
both
stood
great.
out.
Yeah, no, like they're super. That one, this is super like just pound all day deal.
Yeah. Midnight. So Connecticut Valley, Midnight City wins the beer of the night tonight.
Yeah, I mean, stuff's solid, man. Love that beer.
Ben, and what do you got to plug?
Not cool in high school. I'm gonna be talking about Gundam. You're gonna get a fucking education.
Hell yeah. I don't know shit about Gundam, but I'm about to get schooled on that.
What do you got?
You're gonna know shit. Period.
He's also part of Not Cool in High School, so he stole his plug.
Not cool in high school. Gundam. I'm going to learn it.
Andy?
Hands are just in the studio in 2 weeks, so hopefully we'll be getting our EP out in the next few months, and we are writing hardcore with Faith in Exile. So
Yeah, and check out Faith in Exile is our intro and outro music. All the links for all their stuff is below because they were nice enough to give us their music. We are looking for new music for all the shows. As soon as they hit episode, we're trying to change it around episode 50. It is getting really close with 2 of the shows. So if you're interested in possibly being the new intro music, let me know. We can work something out. My only rule is it has to be original, just because I don't want to get flagged for copyright if it's a cover. But so right now the only 2 that are really up right now is Interviews with Everyday People, which is done by, it's like a rap song right now, and by Vito, and then from Harrisburg, and then tornado tag is done by no rain checks. But if no one obviously puts in for it, then they're going to stay there. So it really comes down to you guys. If you want to, have a band who you think would be cool for the intro music, tag them, let them know about us, and maybe we'll use them up and give them some shine.
Can we play the band that Ben was in?
Oh, can we? It's all cover music though.
It's all right.
It's all cover music.
Oh my
I
God.
actually
Are
found
you monetized?
Yeah, no,
Then you'll be okay.
really.
Yeah, basically, if you get flagged with it, you usually just get demonetized. Now you don't actually get.
I still say we got to do that on the Not Cool in High School.
Just play Ben's music.
Well, no, like I was in a punk band like in high school. He was in a band in high school.
Steve is in a band right now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'd be cool to play.
I sang
have
with
tapes
Ben over
of
the
my
weekend.
Shit, yeah.
I sang with Ben.
Yeah, we
saw
could do
that.
that definitely.
I was
fun.
actually thinking of like an original, like
I'm gonna sing
actual
karaoke
theme
because I'm kind of
songs.
buzzed now.
An actual like
What?
legitimate like theme song for Bangin' Beers. I actually wrote lyrics to it too.
Oh
because I
my
like
God, I'm
this-
Should we
terrified.
collaborate?
I would
It's like
love to hear
banging some
that.
beers with some bros, and
All right, good.
I
I hope
know, like,
it's
just,
like
like,
we're gonna
that's-
make it
that's
like
the
an
only lyric
'80s
I
like
have.
sitcom.
I want to hear the lyrics right now.
it's just like a simple like it's just like banging some beers with some bros, and it's like
I'm hearing like an
bros.
'80s like
this
sitcom.
like-
theme
It's just
song.
like a fun acoustic
Making
thing.
the way
Yeah, I
in
was
the
thinking
world today.
acoustic. Yeah,
Just
With
like an
everything you
acoustic
got.
thing.
Maybe we have Faith in Exile do an 80s comedy, an 80s.
Oh my
style-
god, I would love it.
an
Do
80s
it.
style.
It'd be like the
sitcom.
Cheers theme.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the
Can
fuck?
you can you take Ben's lyrics and make
Probably.
and your hardcore
That'd be
metal
pretty
band
hilarious.
make-
But like we should do like
Okay.
like.
no. I want it.
But we should do like the intro should be like a slideshow of like sepia pictures of just us doing your stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it'd be like the Cheers intro.
I'm totally into it.
That would be amazing.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
We should just do that for the 50th episode, just to make it like
No, well, I want to actually make an intro intro
like
video
every
for each show.
10
That's my goal
like
this year.
every 10 episodes it's a different theme.
No, if we
That'd be
get a
pretty
legit
cool.
original theme song that you wrote and another band is willing to perform it, it's staying forever. But all right, that'll do it. It'd be so fucking funny. Lyrics by Ben, and it's
It'd be
fucking
amazing.
and it's Faith in Exile
Let's do it.
performance.
It'd be fun to do something like super like it sounds like it's gonna be super like that 80s like
Campy.
that Cheers theme, but then
I'm with either one. It'd be amazing. But that'll do it here for Bangin' Beers Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we have a lot of cool stuff coming up this year. Just bear with us. We're back. Like I said, we got a full stable of cool people, and
Peace.
we're going to have some fun here.
Coming back better than ever and kicking ass and chewing bubble gum, but we don't have any bubble gum.
I thought we were gonna survive an episode without that. Obviously not.